I am Probulus with 100 Reasons for Non-Belief. Now this is a 25-part series, and today we'll discuss reasons 1 through 5, and these are from my book 101 Reasons for Non-Belief, available on Amazon Kindle. Reason number 1 is damnation by probability, and I'll abbreviate that as DBP. Now, I have an entire book and another video specifically on this topic, and I can talk about it for an hour or more. But in a nutshell, my belief is that damnation is based on probabilistic events such as where you are born, the religion and faith and denomination of your family, your culture, your level of education, environmental influences, and dozens of other probabilities. Also, add genetic influences, whether you are naturally compliant and gullible or naturally skeptical. So, based on damnation by probability, there are over 75 billion humans in hell, 135,000 more every day. That is a roughly 68% of the world's population, and that's assuming all Christians go to heaven, which we know is not the case. Number 2 is Adam and Eve never existed. Basically, this is mythology. It's a fable to explain the world as it is. And if they never existed, then there was no original sin, and there would never have been a need for Jesus Christ. So you don't need to really read the rest of the Old Testament or the New Testament to disprove Christianity and the Christian religion. You can believe in some of the teachings of Jesus Christ as a man. Please read my short novella, Adam and Eve Revisited, for a humorous take on this story. Understand that reasons 2 through 7 are all related, and these all then fall under the umbrella of damnation by probability. Number 3, free will is an illusion. I am known as a hard determinist. I have a separate book on this as well. It's very detailed. Also a YouTube video. Now note the difference between making a choice. We all make choices every day. And then the concept of being responsible for your choices. We are always responsible for the choices we make. And then whether the choice is made freely. That is a completely different concept. In other words, you're going to make a choice, you're responsible, but you could not have done otherwise, is my point here. The free will is an illusion. You're making choices based on prior experiences, prior genetic influences. If free will was true, then spontaneously every Muslim could become a Christian and every Catholic could become a Protestant just overnight. That doesn't ever happen. So we got to ask, for example, what would Eve have done if she had a do-over? Would she have done the same 1 out of 100 times, 50 out of 100, or 100 out of 100 in a probabilistic universe? Now, either way, it doesn't look good for God. She only had one choice, which is the one she made, whereas God had an infinite number of probabilities and choices on how this fable could have occurred. Number 4, original sin. Again, it follows that if Adam and Eve never existed, and there is no free will, then there is no original sin, and therefore no need for redemption, salvation, no need for Jesus Christ. Now, note that billions of people around the world and of different faiths, they don't even believe in the need or the concept of salvation. That is foreign to them. Essentially, Christians have to convince us we are wicked to make us well, and that's reason number 17. Now, I show the absurdity of this concept in my novella, The Other God's Earth, an alternate universe where there is no sin, no evil, and no death. Essentially, original sin is a primitive Bronze Age explanation of the world as it is. It's our fault. We are to blame. not God. Rounding out number 5 is sins of the father, again related to the reasons 2 through 4, but it's a separate concept. This is a primitive, immoral, and barbaric concept that all generations are now culpable for a transgression of an ancestor thousands of years prior. They are threatened with eternal torture and damnation for a crime they did not commit. Again, we have to convince people that they are born sinful and wicked. In the Bronze Age, this was probably necessary to promote order. If you stole my goat, not only would I steal yours, I'll kill you. But not only will I kill you, I will kill your children and your children's children. It's a great way to promote order in a primitive society, but in today's society, it is just simply an immoral and barbaric concept. That's the first 5 of 100 Reasons for Non-Belief. I have over 20 videos covering more reasons, more videos on YouTube, and also I have a webpage, iamproudless.com, with a contact form. You can send me with your feedback. I'm also on email, Twitter, and Facebook. Please like and subscribe. We have more reasons coming up.